Hello my friends and welcome back. Popping on today to do a layout for the Shimmerz Paints design team, and I will be creating with the color kits for August 2022. So let me show you how great these goodies are. My first product, I better roll it off screen. It is a Vibes in Love Ocean number 9, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous creamy turquoisey blue that we are going to use and love, and it's going to be fab. So we have that. Then we have a much deeper tone. It is Seize the Day, and it is also a vibe. So we are going to have nice, brilliant color. So I have this one. Then the next one, I have a colorings in pink stilettos, which look at how it wants to totally focused behind me. Anywho, it is a coloring in pink stilettos. I mean, absolutely needs to be in your mixed media arsenal. The perfect magenta-y pink. Then I have a Shimmerz and Let There See Light. And a Shimmerz already has liquid in it. And let me go ahead and find one of my fancy tools, also known as the end of a paintbrush. And you just go ahead and mix all that goodness up, and look at the pearly happiness in there. So we have that. Let me put that down without it flying everywhere. And then I have one more Shimmerz in Bumblebee. That is a great name. So we have got the same thing. Let me see if I have my other stir-ator, which is not the name. Guys, who took it? Here it is. Here it is. So same exact thing, you just stir up all of that, well, I guess we can just say shimmery goodness, and you have got yourself the perfect Bumblebee yellow happy product. Look at that. Okay, so those are our mixed media goodies, and I'm going to put these aside carefully because I tend to bump things and stuff goes flying. Then we have, in the color kit, this set of dots in gorgeous matching tones. This is a wave. We've got a flamingo, and we have kind of a scene. It looks like clouds in the sun, and they're beautiful. Great color match. Our little goodie package is this set of sequins, and they are fun. So obviously beautiful, great color match. There's balloons in there that have this whole iridescent vibe going on. That will be fun. And for our cut files, guys, we have a twofer. We have got this great flamingo floaty, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I cut it to this side. I'm just going to make it into a big old shaker pocket with white. Easy peasy. I think it's going to be so stinking cute. Now, the other cut file we got two. I've got this giant life raft, and I believe I will go ahead and do some mixed media painting goodness with this. I'm kind of feeling like it needs to be a bit of a tie-dye vibe. So, and no pun intended with the vibes. So let's see. Doing my background in these blue tones would be the bomb. So I might go ahead and get some marshmallow cardstock for that part because I want it to be super deep. But then what if I go ahead and do this life raft in both pink stilettos and Bumblebee? That would be really fun. And I think maybe I'll just start that with you. Oh, let me show you my photo. I've got this picture right here. This is Mr. Blue in his pool. A bit of a close-up, so his head looks massive. And that's just the fencing back there is the back of my yards, and we back into woods. And yes, so he was living his best life, and of course looking grumpy that I was taking his pictures, because that's what he does. Anywho, that's what we've got, guys. So I think what I'm going to do, because I kind of like the idea, I'm going to do a puddle here, a puddle here, smaller puddle, because I like the idea of this perhaps getting mixed with my pink stilettos. So that would be the Bumblebee Shimmerz mixed with the colorings a tiny bit so that I have a tertiary color. right? So I gotta try to be super careful, which I'm not good at, being super careful. Oh, nope, not super careful at all. And then I'm gonna just do a dab here too. I don't even need that much for this, but this is my plan. So I think it would be fun to get my fancy baggie that has the word August on it. This is very fancy art supplies, guys. And I'm gonna start with my Bumblebee. It's such a gorgeous color. And I'm gonna paint until I run out of product. Guys, this is going to be such a great, bright and cheerful color. Now, if some of the white shows through, awesome. I think that'll make it pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm gonna also go ahead and paint the other side. Why not? So this is going to be kind of just pounced. I do a lot of this whole pouncing thing. I don't know, but we're gonna get that nice sparkle shine and shimmer. And then the cool thing is with this being painted, when I go ahead and put my pool floaty on the top, the white is gonna super pop. And then I'm going to be bringing in some Bella Boulevard Tiny Tots 2 to play with this. So now I'm gonna go in with some of that pink stilettos. And guys, it's such a great tone. Now, if I can get some of this variegated kind of a color, it's going to go ahead and look like water, which would be really cool because of course Blue was in his pool. So I'm gonna do this. Now that tertiary color, I'm just gonna fill in the outsides. I don't know, the white part in just a second. I can do that with you though. I always feel like I have to balance out like showing too much, like, and I did this and I did this and this and this and showing too little. So, and I have people that like really short videos and I have people that like the whole shebang. All right, so super fancy, guys, my mixy, and I am getting the most gorgeous tone. I'm gonna bring in more of that yellow because I don't want to waste it. So now we are getting a mixy tone going towards coral. And my heart is ever so happy with this color combo. Let's get some over here. Pouncy pounce, pouncy pounce. And I'm gonna set this aside to dry while I go ahead and make my shaker pocket. Now, y'all know I always tell you to make sure to put my name in the comments when you place your next order, because you'll get a freebie. And the people who are close to me know how much I like a freebie and a sale. So you can score a freebie for just putting my name in the comments. So how cool is that? So you can get the same goodies. You get this 2-part cut file, which kind of feels like a big old bonus to have 2 pieces. And then, you know, you get your sequins mix, you get dots, and you get a whole kit. And then you get to see what the other DT did with it. And you kind of get a whole bunch of ideas to scrap lift if that's your vibe. What I'm doing right now is just using up any product that's sitting here because I love it. Now, does that look like a hot mess? Yes. Do I like it looking like a hot mess? Also, yes. So it's all good, guys. It's gonna look great when it dries and comes off. Totally uber cool. Okay, I'm gonna make my shaker pocket. I'll be back in a minute. Super quick. I forgot that we were gonna do our background with our 3 blue tones. So what I think I should do, oh, and I cut my piece of paper. This is just basil, cardstock, and marshmallow. I'm just gonna spritz it. And guys, it's gonna warp. It'll be great. Who doesn't like some good warpy paper? So why don't we start with this tone? I want to get all of the iridescent goodies in there because, not iridescent, sparkly goodies, because I like me sparkle. All right. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to get some on here and we're going to see where this ends up because we're doing mixed media fun. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of this color on. We have that. And this is a color that is called Let There See Light. Okay. Then the next 2 are vibes, so I can just go ahead and spray them. And guys, it's mixed media. There's nothing serious about the whole thing. It's gonna be okay. So let's go ahead, and keeping in mind, I'm also trying to just do kind of a water effect. So it totes does not matter. Water is just, you know, clearly it's a liquid. It's gonna go where it's gonna go. I'm gonna go a lot closer this time, getting this in, which when you're closer, it's more controlled. Further away, it's more of a out spray you're gonna get. And I'm kind of playing with it, holding my nozzle at different, I don't know, pressures, because, yeah, I wanted to. That's why. Okay, now I don't need to introduce too much other water into this. I just want to see what kind of marbling I can get with that Shimmerz and these vibes. So I'm just gonna play, just get some drippage really quickly and see where it ends up. And then when this dries, that will let me know where I'm kind of vibing my cut files. Guys, for some reason, this is looking like coral to me, and that does please me. I want just a little bit more. I want more. I'm now Veruca Salt scrapbooking, because this color is amazing with these two vibes. The Shimmerz with the vibes are doing all kinds of great and happy things. I may have to come in here and get this fancy tool right here involved. And I'm just going to be a spaz and just do some marking. There we go, because it's allowing for it. So I'm kind of digging that. Super easy technique, clearly, which is allowing me to get some crosshatch kind of patterns going. Does it mean they're gonna stay? Nah, they might move, but I'll get some of it. So once I'm done with this bit with you guys, then I will make my cut file. But I was like, hey, I need all these different great elements to have time to dry. Now this one has a lot, so I'm gonna do a much bigger spread on it. That may end up being where the flamingo kind of hangs out and sits. Okay, I'm digging that. I also want to make sure that I have these really nice, deep, concentrated parts as well. So I'm vibing. The only concern I have, and I might come in as they dry and do this technique a little bit more, is I want to be able to see some of these lines. And you know how like you can see here, it's trying to pull back together. I would like to still have some of this cross hatching. So I am going to come back as it dries and do that a little bit. And there we go. And do that a little bit in some areas. Right here, it's staying a little bit better. But in the places where I have a lot of liquid, it's trying to be fitful. But you know, it can do what it wants. It was just a happy little piece of cardstock, and I came along and disrupted its whole day, right? Okay, I'm going to let this dry. Looks like a hot mess as well, and I'm loving this hot mess. All right, I'm gonna make my shaker pocket and all that. I'll be back in a jiff. Okay guys, it is check-in time. Here is my funny little cut file. I think it's kind of hilarious. And the back of it is just done with tracing paper or vellum or whatever you want to call it, because I want to be able to see some of the blue beneath it. Great. So that came out wonderfully, and I used the entire sequin pack, and they're floating around, and it's just kind of funny. Okay, and here is my little life raft. And I think what I want to do is on the small little bits, I'm going to go ahead and back it with some of this gorgeous Bella Boulevard paper. I think that's my plan. This paper is called what? It's from Tiny Tots, and it is called Sidekick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and back just the smaller bits with that because I want to have a little something, but I definitely want all of this mixed media that I have in the background to be visible. So I did get a little warping. It could totally be worse. I'm not that worried about it. And I will go ahead and attach it down to my floral bits. Then I have to put this cute little thing on. I've got my little floaty guy, and the floaty is up on a little bit of foam, you know, to make it so it can be a shaker pocket. So I think I'll attach my life raft right down to the back because this already has some nice dimension. And then so far all I've done with my photo of Mr. Blue is use a little bit of white cardstock, but we'll see if that changes. All right, let me get these things tacked down. I'll be right back. Y'all, I have these pieces tacked down. I have a little warping still, but it will all be fine when it goes in the album. It will not be a big deal. I double matted my photo on a couple pieces of scrap paper I have from this collection. So let's try to kind of make that even. Okay, now let's see. I went ahead also and I pulled from my die cut pack pieces that can work. Doesn't mean I have to use them all because I mean there is a lot, but I pulled any of the pieces I'm kind of vibing on. So I have that here. I've got my 3 dots that I want to be able to nestle and tuck in. Guys, these pieces do not want to come with me. They are not feeling it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get this piece really quickly. I'm gonna tuck it somewhere behind my photo, and I thought I better do that quickly because it's kind of big. And I don't want to necessarily fill in that whole space where the flowers are because I like them so much. So I think I'll do something kind of like that, and I'm losing some of the card, but it'll be okay. And the reason why is I'll be able to put some kind of wordy stuff on that. So that's fine. Now, what do I have next? I've got this great little tab, and I do like to cut these in half. So in essence, I get an extra one. Unless I'm making a mini book, I like to be able to have my supplies stretch just a little further. There we go. So let's tuck this. And this collection, fun, I didn't even realize it had a cute little doggy in it, and also a piece that reads Top Dog. So we will definitely have to find a way to make those pieces work. All right, so that's fun. Have a little bit of color there. I want to make an effort to get these on in prominent places. So let's see, what color do we want to use up there? I think these are fun and bright and all good things. So we should probably have a cluster there and a cluster down here would be a fun way to do it. So for now, I'm putting that down here. Doesn't mean it's gonna stay. I like this really bold color up here, and it kind of takes care of that a little bit of a trapped space issue. So that probably take care of that nicely. I'm gonna pop this one down here and this one up here for now. We'll see if it changes. Don't know. So I've got this cute little puppy. I've got this, ooh, that's yellow, and this is yellow. I'll pop that up on a little bit of foam. Oh, and I want to do my title, Be So Handsome, from these pieces right here. And I think I will, let's see, how does it work with my photo? Now I don't have anything there, so it can't go on as much as I'd like, but I think I'm gonna start right on the edge of my little swan wing and get So Handsome on there, ASAP. So I have that. Maybe I should do that and come back. So I'm gonna have So Handsome, and I wanna play all day, I think, underneath it for kind of like a title area, so we can keep going on my diagonal here. Yay! Okay, then what else do we have? Oh, this rainbow is adorable. I hope I can get that on there. Maybe we will have this green heart here to bring the green from all of the green in the photo, as well as my matting. Phew, I feel like I'm racing down a street trying to get this done, and there is no big hurry. I don't even know what that's about. All right, so I'm going to get my title on. I'm going to get this secondary title bit. I love the little eyeball on this bumblebee. He's kind of looking back at us. That's kind of funny. Okay, let me get my little junky, or my bits and pieces on here, and I'm going to get a nice diagonal, and I'll be right back. I have all of my die cut pieces on that we talked about. Just popped up a couple pieces on foam, no big deal. I wanted to see which little puppies would work. Look, there's puppy waves. I don't know, like, I have a diagonal, so I'm kind of not wanting to get, well, that's a wave with a wave, as if we didn't figure out the wave thing from the wave, you know, dot. Don't want to go like too over here, you know, since I have my diagonal going. Otherwise I'd have, you know, the little swan having a little bit of a wave situation. I think we'll just go like this and make it just a little decoration in this cluster down here. Cute, cute, cute. What else is here? We've got these cute little bears. Oh guys, I have all these little, oh, look at these puppy heads. Maybe I need one more puppy head up here because we have the one down here. That's adorable. And then I'm thinking these little bubble pieces can finish this off. And the reason why, see, look at these little die cuts that are little bubbles. I think that would be super cute. And in effect, these guys are working kind of like enamel dots. Even though I think they're supposed to signify bubbles. So it's super adorable. We just have little bubbles here and there, and I think that's good from this sheet. Now, I do have some of the florals because I have florals in the background, but I'm not trying to go over the top with that. Guys, there's puppies on these as well. Can you, they're cute. Okay. Maybe a little pink heart just because I love these little epoxy shine like we have right here in our dots and in this epoxy piece. It's another little pink heart here. Maybe just right there. And I think, my friends, that is going to be doing it for this layout. So let me bring it up just a little bit. Then I have to figure out how to photograph it. But look at all of that pearly goodness on the mixed media background. And then remember, we only used 2 colors on this piece here, but you know, I mixed the 2, and then we got a bit more of like a tweener coral kind of a shade. But look at how fun that cut file is. So fun. We were able to use our sequins that were the embellishment goodie pack, and then a nice little cluster down there featuring 2 dots. Third one right here. Okay, I will have still shots in a minute. Remember, when you guys make your order, put my name in the comments so you get a freebie. And I'll also have links to the Shimmerz website, blog, and Facebook group, so you guys can share what you do with the same products, and we can all be inspired by each other. Anyway, I'm playing with my shaker. Okay, still shots in a moment.